I'm not sure how to respond to the spark thing. We came out, right out of the chute and put pressure on them. We got one, but that's all we got. And your opportunities are going to be limited. So try to cash them in when you can. And Jose, didn't have the command. His fastball was really jumping, but it looked like he was, maybe trying a little bit too hard at times to get a little bit extra. And the command hurt him a little bit. A couple of 0-2 hits along the way, and some base on balls. We were in traffic pretty much every inning. I don't think we had a clean inning, but it sure felt that way. And, again, you just scored 3 runs here the first couple of games. It's usually not going to be enough against this team.
And when you say Berrios was just looking for that command a little bit, could you see him try to adjust and try to find it as the game went on?
I thought he competed really well because the damage wasn't, huge. It just was that he really had to work hard to get every out that he did. And, it takes its toll when you're climbing up into the mid-80s pitches and you're only in the 4th inning. That's a big workload in a short time. And we all know he's had a long year as far as innings and pitches that he's thrown. So, we picked him up really well. Busenitz came in and, got a couple outs, but the one was a sacrifice fly and trying to get the strike out there. And, they added on a couple runs later on, which made it a little bit harder to make the comeback.
And I guess when I said spark at the beginning, I think we're so used to seeing some big play or big inning from this team, and to go 2 nights without it is odd. It's rare.
A little bit, but actually, if you look back at the last week, we've had a couple of breakout games, and we've had some other games where we've had to scramble to score, and we're able to pull a couple of those out late. But you still feel like you're in the game, even. They're in the 8th inning. Joe hits a rocket to left field, and Jimenez gets on and kept battles and hits another ball hard. So it's it's a fine line. Gardner hits that one out to the gap early in the game, and we had just kind of moved over the line after a couple of foul balls he hit, a couple of balls that got through the infield where just. Small margin of error, but the bottom line is we talk about it when we win, we talk about it when we lose. It's a time of the year where that's the bottom line, and to drop a couple of games here, have to come back and face a guy like Severino tomorrow. It's going to be a tall order, but we'll make a quick turnaround and see about 12 hours.
A couple bunt hits early against Sabathia. How much of that kind of part of the plan to kind of get those out?
I know that I'm in because I talked about it with these guys. It's not one of his strong suits, and being able to cover that line, and it's a good field for deading the ball. It's a little wet on top of it with the rain. It's just good conditions. Joe got one that hugged the line, and Polanco put his in a good spot. Unfortunately, we didn't see any more after that, but it gave us an opportunity early to try to play with the lead.
And Joe's been so good at first. What would you see on that play on the air with the bases loaded?
It catches your eye because he hasn't missed a ground ball all year. So, I think it took a little funny kick. He kind of goes in that, keep the ball in front mode with 2 outs, and most time he's so soft and absorbs it, but somehow the ball kicked and he couldn't find it right away. So, last thing I'm ever going to do is be critical of Joe Mauer not catching the ball because it certainly hasn't happened in a long time.